In the heart of Nsala Village, where the sun melted over the red earth and the drums of celebration echoed through the palm trees, a young woman named Lindiwe was preparing for the happiest day of her life, her wedding. Her laughter had once filled every corner of her father's compound, and her beauty, gentle yet radiant, was said to shine brighter than the evening star. But on that fateful morning, just as she was about to step into the world as a bride, her destiny turned dark. The courtyard was alive with song and the scent of roasted yam. Children danced, women clapped, and the elders sat under the big baobab tree, nodding with smiles as they blessed the union of Lindiwe and Dayo, the man she believed was her forever love. Her white gown rustled softly as she left her room, clutching her bouquet of wildflowers. Her heart beat with excitement, her steps light like a bird ready to take flight. But sometimes, joy has a shadow. As Lindiwe walked down the corridor of the village guest house where the groom and his family stayed, she heard something, a laugh. It was Dayo's voice, soft and familiar. Curious, she stopped, smiling to herself. Perhaps he was nervous, teasing his best man. But then she heard the words that froze her blood. "She'll be gone soon," Dayo said quietly, his tone cold. "The herbs will finish her before or after the vows. It doesn't matter. Once she's dead, everything she owns will be ours. Just make sure she takes one more dose before the ceremony." Lindiwe's heart stopped. For a moment, she thought her ears had deceived her. But then came a woman's voice, one she knew too well. It was Rita, her chief bridesmaid and childhood friend. "Don't worry," Rita whispered. "I've already mixed it into her drink. She won't suspect a thing." The bouquet slipped from Lindiwe's hand. Her knees weakened. The laughter on the other side of the door pierced through her like a blade. Her world, built with love and trust, began to crumble. She pressed her trembling fingers against her lips, forcing back a cry. Then she turned and ran, her white gown sweeping across the hallway like a ghost in flight. Her heart pounded so hard, she thought it would burst. She ran down the stairs, calling out for her father and stepmother, the only family she had left. "Baba, Mama," she cried, her voice cracking. But when she reached their room, her body gave up. She fell into her father's arms, her words breaking into whispers. They want to kill me," she gasped. Her father's eyes widened. "Who, my child? Who?" But before she could answer, her body went limp. The room filled with shouts and panic. Villagers rushed in, lifting her onto a mat, fanning her, praying, crying. Meanwhile, upstairs, Dayo and Rita clinked glasses, smiling. Their plan had begun. Lindiwe was rushed to the city hospital. There, her pulse weakened, her breathing slowed, and her body turned cold. Everyone thought she was gone. Dayo cried fake tears at her bedside, holding her hand like a grieving husband. But when he turned away, the nurse saw him smile, a cold smile that chilled her bones. Hours later, as the hospital quieted, something miraculous happened. Lindiwe's eyelids fluttered. Her lips moved. Her voice came out as a whisper, soft as the rustle of leaves. "Please," she said to the nurse who leaned close, "don't tell anyone I'm awake." "Not yet." The nurse froze. "But your family?" Lindiwe's eyes opened wide. "Promise me," she whispered. "I need time to find the truth." And that night, under the dim hospital light, Dr. Femi, her longtime physician, sat beside her. He was an old man, wise and patient, with eyes that had seen too much of human deceit. "Tell me what happened, child," he said gently. Lindiwe's voice trembled as she told him everything, the poison herbs, the laughter, the betrayal. When she finished, she looked at him with a spark of courage. "Doctor," she whispered, "help me fake my death." He stared at her, stunned. "Lindiwe, that's dangerous." "I know," she said, "but if they think I'm dead, they will show their true faces. And when they do, I will rise again." That night, the drums in Nsala went silent. The news spread like harmattan fire. Lindiwe, the beloved bride, was dead. Her body was brought back to the village. People wailed. Women tore their wrappers. Men beat their chests. Her coffin lay open in her father's house, surrounded by candles and flowers. But inside that coffin, beneath a thin white veil, Lindiwe lay perfectly still, alive, listening, waiting. The lawyer arrived and read her instructions. Each loved one must come to mourn her alone, one by one, for 10 days. And so began 10 nights of truth. On the first night, Dayo entered with his false tears. He touched her face and whispered, "Finally, it's done." Moments later, Rita joined him. They held hands over her dead body, laughing quietly. 10 days, my love," Rita said. "After that, The money is ours. Lindiwe's fists clenched under the white sheet. Her eyes filled with silent tears. Her heart burned with fury. On the second night, her stepbrother Kalechi and stepsister Ada came. They didn't pray. They argued about her cars and her mansion. You can keep her house, Kalechi said. I want her land by the river. Ada scoffed. That old land? You can have it. I'll take her jewelry. Their laughter stung the air like venom. On the third night, her father entered with his wife. My poor child, he whispered, and for a moment, Lindiwe's heart softened. But his wife's voice soon sliced through the air.
Stop mourning, she said.
Now we can finally use her money, without begging. Her father sighed. You're right, he said quietly. She owed me everything. Lindiwe's tears fell freely beneath the sheet. Even her father's love had a price. But on the fourth night, her mother came, the woman who had left her years ago. She came barefoot, wearing plain black cloth. She knelt beside the coffin and wept. My child, she whispered, I never wanted to leave. Your father sent me away. He said you'd hate me forever. Her tears soaked the floor, and in that moment, Lindiwe's heart began to heal. For the first time, she realized her mother had loved her all along. Then came the fifth night, when the servants came to pay their respects. They wept genuinely, whispering prayers for the woman who had treated them like family. After everyone left, the driver, Jabari, remained. His voice trembled as he spoke. I should have told you, he whispered. I knew what they planned, but I was afraid. His tears dropped onto her still hand. I loved you, Lindiwe. I always have. Her heart pounded. So that was the truth. Someone had truly loved her all along. 10 days later, the family gathered in her father's living room. The air was heavy with greed. The lawyer arrived with a flash drive and said, Before the will is read, you must watch this video. The screen flickered to life, and the room erupted in gasps. There was Dayo and Rita, laughing, holding hands, entering a hotel room together. Betrayal painted across their faces for all to see. Then came Lindiwe's voice on the screen.
Calm,
Cold.
alive.
To those who betrayed me, she said, your masks have fallen. Her family froze. To my husband and my best friend, you will leave with nothing. To my father and stepmother, I leave a small sum, not out of love, but so that my anger does not follow your children. To my siblings, you are strangers to me now. And to my mother, I forgive you. We will start anew. Then her eyes softened. And to the man who loved me in silence, Jabari, if your heart still beats for me, I am yours. The house went still, and then the door opened, and there she was, Lindiwe herself, alive, radiant, strong as the morning sun. The villagers screamed. Some fainted, some ran, others fell to their knees in shock. Jabari ran to her and held her tight, tears streaming down his face. Her mother followed, crying out her name. Dayo and Rita tried to flee, but the village guards were already there. You are under arrest for attempted murder, the head guard declared. The two screamed, struggling, but there was no escape. As they were dragged away, Lindiwe stood tall, her white gown flowing like justice itself. You wanted me dead, she said softly, but the truth lives forever. The people of Nsala whispered her name for years afterward. They said her courage was like fire, her forgiveness like rain. And every time the elders told her story under the moonlight, they ended with these words. Greed blinds the heart, and betrayal burns faster than fire. But truth, truth rises like the sun. You can bury it, but it will always find its way back to light.